So we are going ahead with the continuation of our third part in order to cash cycle. So light recap about the previous two sessions. We did in our first order to cash cycle, hiring employee, adding the order management roles and providing data access. And we created the sales order. And in the second part, we have discussed how we can go for add inventory roles. And after that, we have done data access. And then we have seen how we can release the goods from warehouse and how we can go for pick slip and confirmation and shipping the goods to customer location. And also we have checked with our on-hand quantity. Now we would like to go for create an invoice. Before that, let me cross check the order status. Let's go to navigator, order management, and go to the tab called order management here. So in the order management, we are going to search for the sales order and let's see the order status here. And we can go for tasks, manage orders. This will be using to go for, let's give the order number, click search button here. Now we can find this order and it's still processing. Order is processing status at header level, and line level we can see that it is awaiting billing. And we can find the detailed status from here. Can go to general. We can find the shipping details here. In case if we have done billing, we can find the billing details over here. We have done shipping. Billing we have not done. We are going to do it in this session, how we can go for. And let's go to shipping tab. Here we can find shipping details. Can find shipped quantity is 3 and filled quantity, shipping method, and ship to location, actual ship date. This is all we did. And we have shipped the goods from which warehouse? 002. That's the warehouse we have shipped. And now we are going to find the status, general tab. Let's go to order orchestration process number. And now we can find the status. Now we are supposed to go for account receivables module and raise the invoice for this sales order. But this employee does not have the access to account receivables, right? So we added order management, that's fine. After that, we added inventory, that's fine. But we don't have this receivables. Receivables we don't have. So what I'm trying to do is, let's go for add the account receivables roles. Go to security console. And go to the tab called users tab here and search for the user, OM underscore user, and search this. And we are going to get it here. Select this username. And let's go for add these roles here. For accounts receivables, we will be adding accounts receivable manager, accounts receivable specialist. These two roles are sufficient to work with accounts receivables. Let's go for save and close. And let's provide the data access for the user and role combination. Data access will be business unit, right? Account receivables means it's going to be a business unit. Let's go to financials and provide the data access here. Manage data access for users here. choose the username here and choose the role name. Accounts Receivable Manager, Business Unit. We are working for US1 Business Unit, right? Choose this. Let's go for select another role, whatever we have added. Accounts Receivable Specialist. Choose this. Accounts Receivable Specialist. Go for Business Unit, and we are working for US1 Business Unit. Go for Save and Close. Run the Ldap process here. Go to Initial Users. Run this Ldap process here. So it takes a couple of minutes time to get roles and user synchronization process. Let's log out and log into the applications. Receivables here, we can find account receivables and billing options. Fine. So now what we want to do is we would like to go for generate the invoice. For that, there is a standard program, auto invoice program. So we need to run this program. So auto invoice program we have to run. So what this auto invoice program will do is it takes the sales order, whichever is awaiting billing, and then it's going to generate the invoice. It's going to generate the invoice. Okay. So let's go for tools, scheduled process, tools menu, scheduled processes here. And let's go for schedule the new process here. It is. Here we'll take the program name auto invoice. You have to search with percentage symbol, percentage auto invoice percentage. Okay. So, and then we will find the program name import auto invoice program. Import auto invoice. So what this program will do, it will import invoices, credit memos, debit memos, and on-account credits from other sources systems. Other source systems. When I say other, it may be Fusion applications, or maybe some other ERP products, or maybe some other applications. The client can import the data into the account receivables model. Okay. Right now, we are importing the data from order management to account receivables model. In order management, sales order is created. For that, I want to create an invoice in account receivables module. For that, I'm going to prepare this. Okay. Press OK. We are supposed to choose this options here. We are supposed to select these options. Here it is. And choose your business unit. US1 business unit. Select a business unit here. Which business unit you have created your sales order. Select business unit here and transaction source here. Here we are supposed to choose the transaction source. We are supposed to select distributed order orchestration. Distributed order orchestration. Here it is. Here we are going to select distributed order orchestration. So what it will do is it will import the invoices from our options here. It's going to be available. Transaction type. Transaction type is not mandatory. We can leave that. And which customer, from customer to customer, we can specify. From customer account number if needed, we can specify. From accounting date to accounting date. If you know exactly your sales order number, you can specify here. We know that, right? So what is our sales order number? Yes, 97409. So we are trying to create an invoice for this particular sales order. We are trying to create an invoice for this particular sales order. Click submit button. And it takes a couple of minutes time once it is submitted. Now we can find import auto invoice execution report is successfully completed, and import auto invoice program also successfully completed. If we go for import auto invoice execution report and open this output file, we can directly republish this. It means open in another window, and we can see the output of this file. And we can either export into the different formats like PDF or HTML. Let me go to PDF format. Now this is the output of the report, and these are the input parameters we have provided. Source, we have selected distributed order orchestration. We mentioned the date. From sales order number to sales order number we have given, right? So how many interface lines? There are 3 interface lines are selected, and it has been processed successfully. How many invoices are created? 1 invoice is created. Number of lines are 3. There might be some other tax and other transactions. Now this is your invoice amount, total amount. This. In case if there are any the invoices which are rejected, we can find those rejected lines, and we can find those lines with errors information. Okay. So at this point of time, the invoice has been generated successfully. Successfully invoice has been generated. Here it is. Okay. So let's come back to our application here. Now we would like to view the invoice which has been generated. So go to receivables module. Already we have added roles as well as the data access, right? Let's go to receivables. So let me cross check once. Go to navigator. Receivables billing. So let's go to billing option here. Go to navigator here. Billing. We are not getting billing properly. It means the roles and users are not synchronized fully. Just log out and log in. Our user is not OM user, it's Ramesh Kumar, right? No problem. Even here also we can check same roles and data access we have provided. Say receivables billing. Ramesh Kumar is the username, right? Let's go to tools menu, security console. Go to users tab here. OM_user is the username which we have prepared. Okay. Maybe this user is having other issues. Why it's not required, right? Because we added the roles and data access is working for US1 business unit. That's fine. Accounts receivables manager, accounts receivables specialist. Check accounts receivables here. No, there is some problem here. Okay, so we'll log in with the financial user. Invoice can be verified. Generally, it's fine. I think there is some problem from the application point of view. Let's maybe Ldap process might have blocked or something. No issue. We can log in with any other user and check the invoice. So I'm going to log in with financial user who is having already access to the AR module. Let me see the Ldap process. Yes, this is a problem. Still your Ldap process is running. That's might be the reason. Okay, so it's not an issue. Let me try to refresh once. Still the programs are running. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll take the existing user who is already having the access to account receivables. Then we'll try to work with that user. This user is already having access to account receivables. I'm just resetting the password and try to log in. You can send the password automatically generate. You will get an email. Most of the times in the real time when we are working, email password will be sent as an email so that they can log in. Financial user is going to log in. Now we want to check the invoice has been created or not for our sales order. So go to navigator, receivables, billing. Now we are getting here. It means the problem was Ldap process still running. So that's the reason we were not able to get those things. It's okay. Let's go to menu. And we wanted to search for the invoice, which we have already created through auto invoice import. And we can choose the transaction source. We selected transaction source as distributed order orchestration, invoices from DOO, from sales order. And today I'm selecting transaction date. Generally, you can provide your reference number, nothing but sales order number. What is the sales order? But not mandatory. It's not mandatory. Still, we can go for search. Now, still we are not getting the number 97409. Distributed order orchestration. Still, number is not generated. May take some time. So I'll choose the customer name as Business World. Click search button. It means the date as it took as 17th. The server might be in some other region, US or UK region. Their date might be still old. We are in India. Look, today is 18th, so you can search for this. So we can see that here. So what is the amount? 22,890. That is the amount. 22,890, and this is our invoice number. Click on this invoice number. So this is our invoice number, and if we go to this tab, show more, we'll find our sales order number also, cross reference 97409. For this invoice number is 108,390, and we can find bill to details and ship to details and sold to paying customer and payment information we can find here. Still we are not paid the amount, right? And this is the item. How many items? 3 items. Price was 7,000, 21,000. Okay, so now we are going to collect the amount from the customer. We are collecting this amount from the customer. Okay, so this can be prepared here. Accounts we are going to prepare, transaction accounts and transfer to GL. We are going to do this here. Go for save and close here. Now we are going to make the payment 108,390. Sorry, not making the payment. We are collecting the amount from customer. That's what we call it as a receipt. Receipt is nothing but receive the goods from the customer. Receive the goods from the customer. Go to accounts receivables here. And we are going to create a receipt here. Create a receipt. Standard receipt. We are working for US1 business unit. Select business unit as US1. And receipt method. So let's say we are receiving manually a check from the customer that we are going to choose. Receipt method is manual remittance. We have different options. Check we are directly getting. Receipt number. We can choose the receipt number. Let's say RR1 is the receipt number. How much amount you are going to receive from the customer? So it's $22,890. $22,890. We are collecting the amount from the customer. Then we are going to deposit in the bank. Remittance is nothing but deposit in the bank. Which bank you are going to deposit? Bank name, branch and account, depositing date, and from which customer this amount we are going to collect. So we are supposed to provide the customer details here. Business World. From this customer we have collected this amount. For which invoice you are going to collect this amount? For which invoice? Invoice number. Okay, so we will go for add open receivables. We need to search for our receipt number, receipt reference number. What is our invoice number? 108,390. Search. So what we have specified here, we have mentioned that we are collecting the amount, check this much of amount from so and so customer, and we are going to deposit in this bank, check deposit, and for which invoice you are going to collect, for which invoice you are going to collect this amount. So this here is our invoice details. We given the invoice number and amount. Okay, so we can go for save and apply. Can go for submit. The receipt number is RR1 is the receipt number. That's the receipt number. After creating the receipt also, we are supposed to generate the accounts and transfer all these accounts to general ledger. Right. So the receipt number is this. Search for the receipt number here. Take this receipt number. Go for actions. Create accounts and transfer to ledger. So this is how we are going to create an invoice for the sales order. Now we can check the sales order status. Let's go back to sales order status. Go for save and close. We can find order has been closed here. We can find the details also. Switch to fulfillment view. We can find the billing details also. Number of billing we did. So which customer, a bill to customer, and shipping details we can find here. We have already seen that. If I go to general tab, go to orchestration number here. See, the invoice has been done successfully and it's billed. Invoice is billed successfully over here. Okay. So now when we go back to our order header level, we can find billing and payment details here. The billing payment status. We can find payment method. Because all details will be able to find here. Okay. So this is how we will go for complete the entire process for the order to cash cycle here. So this is our transfer accounts to GL. We have already done that, right? So whenever we are working with order management, we are supposed to be clear with this particular order to cash cycle. And it's a standard question even in the interviews. Also, they'll be asking us, tell me what is the order to cash cycle business flow. We have to explain that. In order management, we'll go for first hire employee, and then we'll go for configure account, add the roles, and create sales order. After the order is created, then we will go for book the order, and then we will try to release the goods from warehouse and pick confirm and shipping these goods to customer and verify the order status. And then we have to run the program, auto invoice program, which will automatically create an invoice. And then we'll go for create a receipt and create accounts for both invoice as well as for the receipt and transfer those accounts to general ledger. Okay. So this is how it's going to work here. Thank you.